Hey everybody, C-Key here, and I'm coming to you guys with another video, and this video is all about the new Semi-Sweet palette by Too Faced. It's the Semi-Sweet chocolate bar palette, and that's what it looks like up close. But not only am I gonna do swatches of this palette, but I want to talk to you guys about the difference between the original chocolate bar palette and the Semi-Sweet chocolate bar palette, okay? This is the box that the original chocolate bar palette came in, and it came in packaging that is like a replica of a chocolate candy bar. And then on the back, it tells you the different color eyeshadows that are in the palette. Okay, it gives you the name and then it shows you the colors. And then I believe it came with like a little pamphlet on different eye looks that you can do. And then this is the box that the semi-chocolate bar palette came in. And it is also similar to a candy bar. While this one doesn't look as much like candy bar packaging as the other one does, it's still cute. And also on the back, it has the eyeshadow names and the eyeshadow colors, like little swatches. And then it did come with a little pamphlet of different eye looks that you can do. And it has like the eye looks right there. And then on the back, it gives you the steps to create that look. Now this palette is currently available to the public, but I actually purchased it when it was VIB Rouge and VIB only. And so I just had it shipped to me, and I wanted to get this up so you guys could see it, because if you're like me, you were like so waiting for this palette to come out, because when I saw that they were having this, I was like, I don't even need to see swatches. Like, I need to get that. So this is the original chocolate bar palette. Now I'm gonna tell you like how they improved, like they really listened. So Too Faced, you guys rock, okay? So I was talking to a fellow YouTuber by the name of Makeup Vixen, and she was telling me that Too Faced released another palette that is the size of this one, but it's the chocolate bar palette. I have the original chocolate bar, like when it first came out, so it's a little bit bulky. And then this is the semi-chocolate palette. So you can see the difference in the two, just in the size. Now I was told that the chocolate bar came out with another chocolate bar palette that is like sleek, like this one. Now the one thing I didn't care about with the chocolate bar palette is the fact that, you know, the eyeshadows are great. The eyeshadow colors are awesome. The pigmentation is awesome. Like, this is an awesome palette, and so many people call this like one of their favorite neutral palettes. They actually just love it, okay? The only thing that I did not like about the palette is that the names of the eyeshadows were on this film. Now, I typically toss and dispose of all the films that come in my eyeshadow palettes unless they have names on it. So I felt that they should have put the names inside of the palette so that you can just discard the film. So they listened, you guys. Not only is this one more sleek than the regular chocolate bar palette, but the names are actually on the eyeshadows. It's right above the eyeshadow, so you no longer have to keep that film. Here's what the colors look like up close. And yeah, let me show you. See that shadow right there? I'm so mad at myself. I nicked it with my nail because I was about to do a swatch on it, and then it was about to fall, and I tried to catch it and I nicked it. So not happy about that, because I didn't even have it for a day, and that's like a deep nick, and I really like that color. I know the question is gonna be asked, do I prefer the chocolate bar palette over the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette? And unfortunately, that is not a question that I can answer, because they are both great palettes in their own right. I like them both. They're nice. So the semi-sweet palette is, oh, it's hard to do this. Okay. This is the semi-sweet chocolate palette, and that is the chocolate bar palette. So I asked my daughter if she saw both of these palettes in the store, which one would she pick? And she said she would pick the chocolate bar because it has purple in it. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of what it boils down to. So just from looking at the palettes, it looks like they both have 7 matte shades in it, okay? So they're both nice palettes in their own right, you guys. I mean, there are colors in the chocolate bar palette that I absolutely love, and it's an awesome palette. I just don't use it as much because it stays in the box and is on display in my room, and I have so many other palettes that I don't really show it a lot of love, but it's an awesome palette. And the same with the semi-sweet palette. I only used a few colors, and let's go on to the swatches, and then I'll tell you what I'm wearing on my eyes today. So I'm gonna put that there so that you guys, you know, don't get blinded or whatever. So this color is licorice, coconut cream, nougat, truffled, hot fudge, cocoa chili, pink sugar, pudding, blueberry swirl, peanut butter, frosting, rum raisin, mousse, caramel, bonbon, and butter pecan. So I'm gonna swatch those in the order of the rows that they're in, and we're gonna move on. Okay, so here are the colors. This color is licorice. This color is coconut cream. This color is nougat. This color is truffled. And this color is hot fudge. And I will come a little bit closer so you guys can see. But that is the first row. And I am wearing truffled in my crease. And I kind of used it as an outer V a little bit too, because it's kind of deep. Okay, let's go back here and then I'll zoom in. This color is Cocoa Chili, and this is the color Pink Sugar. That's what I'm rocking on my lid. I only used as a base like some concealer, and that was it, because I felt like if I used a shadow under it, that it wouldn't really show up like I wanted it to. So I used this by itself, just on top of some concealer. And then the next color is Pudding, which is like an ashy type brown, or like a kind of grayish color to me. The next color is Blueberry Swirl, and then, you know, because I swatched so crazy, the color right here, if you guys could see that, is Peanut Butter. And then the next color is Frosting, and that's what it looks like close up. And Peanut Butter, which is, you can hardly see it, but it's right there. This color I actually have in my crease along with Truffled, but that's what the colors look like close up. And I really hope that you guys can see that. So I'm gonna try it back here too. And again, I hope you guys can see that, but that is the second row. And so we're gonna move on to the last row. This one is Rum Raisin. This one is Mousse. This one is Caramel. This one is Bonbon. And this one is Butter Pecan. And I do believe that I have Butter Pecan in my inner corner. Yeah, it's in my inner corner. So those, I just use like 4 colors from the palette. But these are the shadows, and let me come a little closer. I think it's better if I show you guys this way rather than this way, huh? Well, let's just do both. So there you go. There's the final row. And there's the final row right there. And yeah. That's it for the palette, you guys. And for those of you guys that want to ask, should you get the palette? I mean, it's all up to you. I mean, it is a neutral palette that just has a couple of pops of color. So it's up to you if you need another neutral palette. And as I said, this is like my first impression only. I have not used it like multiple times. I totally used it today to do a look. And I don't think that Pink Sugar is supposed to be super pigmented. I think it is just supposed to give you a little sheen. You know what I mean? Like give you a little bit of like a glittery type look, but subtle. So I would have to say that out of the whole palette, that is like the color that I was drawn to as soon as I saw this palette, and that's the color that I wanted to use today. And I didn't even know I was gonna wear something with pink in it, but that is the color that I was drawn to. Is it like the best color in the palette? Does it swatch the best? I wouldn't say that, but I do like the color. And because it was a chocolate bar palette, and I love the whole concept of the eyeshadow palette looking like a candy bar, and that it smells like chocolate, and that it makes me want to drink coffee every time I apply my makeup, and that the colors are nice, and that is Too Faced, because you know their stuff is pretty good quality, and their eyeshadow palettes are so cute because they named them great, and the packaging is just awesome. So because of all that, I knew I was gonna get the palette. So it's up to you if you guys want it or not. So you guys be the judge. I showed you the comparison of the shadows. There may be shadows in the Semi-Sweet palette that you love more than others, but is it an overall bad palette? No. Would I recommend getting the palette? I mean, yeah, because it's so cute and the colors are awesome. It's not a horrible palette. So that's it for this eyeshadow palette. If I have any more thoughts on the palette as I continue to use it that I want to tell you about, or something that I really, really like about it, a color that I'm really, really loving, or something that I really don't like about it, if I don't post something on Instagram, then I'll come back on here and I will let you guys know. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. All right, and that's it for this video. Gosh, I hope I didn't make this video too long. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to thumbs up. And if the video for this look is already up, I will link it below, okay? So if it's not, stay tuned for it. All right, you guys? You guys have an awesome, blessed day, and I will see you sooner than you think. Bye.